Cryptozoic Entertainment has yet another title I found to be quite interesting, and I want to share that information with you. Let's Dig Up Treasure. This is for 2 to 6 players, ages 14 and up, and should take you about 30 to 45 minutes. It's the funky, freshest push your luck experience out there for the whole family. Just shuffle up the deck and divide it into 3 dig stacks, and you're ready to start digging for treasure. On your turn, choose and dig up a card of any of the dig stacks. Look for cards worth lots of points or cards that trigger powerful effects, such as stealing a card from another player. You can stop digging at any time, or keep digging up cards for as long as you want. The more cards you dig up before you stop, the more you stand to gain. But be careful. If you dig up 2 worm cards or even a single skeleton card on your turn will end immediately and you will lose everything that you dug up so far in this turn. Once an entire dig stack is empty, the game is over, and players add up the total point value of their cards. Be sure to look and see if you scored any bonus point effects. You did make sure to dig up some milk to go with your cookies, right? You've got all kinds of zany stuff to find while digging. Loyal dogs, which protect you from skeleton. Sewer lines, worth negative points. Give it to your least favorite opponent. Heck, you might even transcend death with the Crown of the Lich Lord. Or turn those pesky worms into big points with Squirzum, the Worm God. What? This may be the most insane sounding of the 3 Stephen Road games Cryptozoic Entertainment has put out. I mean, by far, this is the looniest. All right, let's just start with the theme here. So, obviously, this artwork, which harkens back to some early PSA books, going back to like the 60s, maybe even the 50s. I know that when I was a kid growing up in the 70s, this art style was already a little old. But this art style is amazingly fun to add on to this subject, this weird, crazy subject. In this case, for this game, digging up corpses. What an insane concept, and it has my complete and undivided attention. I also like the fact that it's a push your luck game. I'm a big fan of push your luck games, and I believe that actually so far I've only ever played dice-based push your luck games. Getting an opportunity in the future to play this will probably be the first time that I've ever played a card-drawn version of this push your luck system. Drawing as many cards as you want and just hoping you don't get one of those bad ones. I'm very interested in doing a push your luck card game. Has me thinking. It does. And that is something that has gotten my attention even more on top of everything else so far. And that's not the only thing or the last thing. All right, I already mentioned that this is about grave robbing, right? Kids grave robbing. That's going to keep coming back up, don't worry. So we're looking at a game that is being advertised as one with light rules, an easy learning game, a game that's easy to teach others, that you can get down to the table fast and have a good experience in under an hour. Okay, that's all appealing. I'm digging all of that, and it's in line with the rest of the games in this collection that we have going from Stephen Rhodes. And I think that's all part of the theme and part of what ties these things together, even though they're not really tied together. And it's going to be very easy to get down to the table. That's what they keep promising everyone. It's going to be easy to set up. It's going to be easy to teach, easy to learn, and easy to get the game started. And that's a big important thing. Sometimes games takes way too long to learn and set up. And this eliminates that problem completely. So that's a bonus. The fact that there are cards in here that will screw over the other players, the take that system in a game, is something else that I do enjoy. If we're going to be playing in a competitive game, I want to be able to stick it to you from time to time. And games like this, with cards like this, that you're going to be able to pass off to the other players to mess up their turns, mess up their plots and plans and strategies. I love this. It is. It's just like taking a little pointy stick and every now and then just giving them a jab with it. And that's fun to do in a competitive game. Now, of course, when you put that on top of a game about grave robbing, children doing grave robbing, it shoots it up even more. Come on. I told you I was going to be mentioning that a lot. Overall, everything that comes together for this game, between the art, between the theme, between even the items that you're finding in the card drawer, is so absolutely insane. I mean, this concept, borders on surreal. Now, out of all 3 of the current Stephen Road games that are out for the Cryptozoic collection of these games, this one turns out to be the one that, after learning about them, is the one I'm most curious about. And again, it really comes down to the theme of little kids breaking into a graveyard and digging up bodies and stealing stuff from them. It is the most insane. This is like the most messed up version of Little Rascals I've ever seen. So altogether, we have so many fun factors coming together in this game, between the theme, between the art, between the mechanics of the game itself. This has now become the #1 most wanted to try game in the Stephen Rhodes trilogy that Cryptozoic has out. But there's a new trilogy that just got kickstarted, so let's see if this will maintain its spot when I read and learn about the new 3. But for right now, I wanted to make sure that you knew about this crazy, insane game, Let's Dig Up Treasure by Cryptozoic Entertainment.